Target. Inverse functions. Given a function in symbolic form, evaluate its inverse function at an appropriate domain value.
Evaluate the inverse of f at an appropriate domain value. Here we have h of x equals 2 plus x quantity squared. Well, what we first need to do is see if h of x is indeed a one-to-one function. Upon further inspection, we realize that it is not. First of all, it's a parabola, but more importantly, if we substitute 0 in for x, we get a value of 4. But if we also plug in negative 4 for a value of x, we get a 4 in return. So here we have two examples, two inputs that spit out the same output, therefore it's not a one-to-one. But we can make this a one-to-one function by restricting its original domain. So to do that, we're going to need to first look at the calculator. After typing the function into our calculator, we graph. And we see it is indeed a parabola. Now we see here it starts to repeat and comes down and intersects the x-axis and then comes back up. Well, if we restrict the domain right here, we start picking up values after it touches the x-axis at negative 2 and picks up, then we can have an expression where it's one-to-one either on the left side or the right side. But simply by restricting the domain from negative 2 to positive infinity, we have a one-to-one function. Or from negative infinity to negative 2, we can also have a one-to-one function. We're going to choose here 0 to positive infinity to restrict it, and therefore we can create a one-to-one function. That looks like this. Now I can go about, after restricting the domain, I can go about and finding the inverse of h, like I've done previously in my book. And now that I restricted the domain, my domain now becomes my old range, and my range becomes my new domain.